Behind me, I have 6 contestants. Each of them has a fear. But the problem is, we don't know who's scared of what. So I brought a group of YouTubers to help me figure it out. And that brings us to our first round, which is mold. You good? I'm good, sorry. You're the one that's supposed to be on there. I am. Anyways, the fear of mold, also known as mysophobia, or is it mycophobia? Contestant 6, we'll start with you. How do you pronounce the fear of mold?
Mycophobia?
Myso, I thought it was myso.
I think it's mysophobia.
I actually think it's mycophobia because mycology.
Makes sense. She's smart.
I think it's mycophobia because mysophobia might be the fear of mice.
So we're gonna go down the line. We can start at 1 this time. Just tell us where this fear started and why you're scared of mold.
Well, first time I encountered mold was when a really close family member got sick from having mold poisoning in their apartment. And ever since then, I just was always afraid of it.
I actually think 1 might be afraid of mold.
I think, well, she definitely knows what to say, but I don't think... Mold!
I'm not afraid of the word mold.
Okay,
Someone else thinks so.
And I see mold on the bread and I feel it's so scary. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think 6 is afraid of mold.
Started when I got married. Oh! I married a nurse and she sanitizes everything. So I'm like a maniac about keeping everything clean. And wherever I go, I have a wipe, I have sanitizer.
I think that's just an Asian thing.
It could be. It was,
I do that.
you know, being Asian, she said, "You're Asian, take your shoes off before you come in the house." And I never did that when I was younger. It was so weird.
Okay.
And she's white, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He might just be scared of his wife.
For me, it's 1, 2, and 5.
I think 6 is okay. I don't think 6.
I think 6 is good.
I don't think it's 4. I definitely don't think it's 3 either.
I think 4 is undercover.
Wait, we do have something that we must pass around. We already got the okay on this, right? Are we good to pass this around?
All right, everybody take it out.
And if you guys don't want to pass it around, you don't have to. You could say pass. Shiz.
There's more.
I think we're done with that.
Okay. That brings us to our second round of the day, which is snakes. Into it. Let's start with number 3 this time. 3, why are you scared of snakes? Where did this fear start?
Oh, actually, I kind of grew up like half of my life in Mexico. So I would like work in a ranch, and my grandfather, I mean, he kind of was teaching me how to kill snakes, but
that didn't work at all.
Why not?
because they're just disgusting. That's mean, that's offensive.
What kind of snakes?
Rattlesnakes, for sure.
Rattlesnakes?
Yeah, and you can see those from like a distance.
Okay, so you say you could see rattlesnakes from how far away?
Well, you kind of can't see them because they blend in, but you can see the tail, you know, it just rattles, you know.
Okay,
yeah,
how many snakes have you seen in your lifetime?
2.
Okay, let's go to number 4.
I think it started with the Indiana Jones movie, like especially the one where he like falls into the sea.
So that is fair, because one of my friends, Armand's actually scared of spiders because of Spider-Man. So I wouldn't be surprised, no, I swear, no, I'll show him a picture and he'll start freaking out. So I wouldn't be surprised if a movie is the reason you start a phobia.
Yeah, no, I was like a kid and I think that just traumatized me. And I was like, yeah, I'm traumatized, that's it.
So that's number 6. How did you start getting your fear of snakes?
When I was a kid, I used to watch WWF or WWE.
Okay.
And there's this wrestler called Jake the Snake. And you know, when you were a kid, you believe that everything is real. So I believe that when he threw the snake to the other wrestler, and I don't believe that it was acting. It was like, for me, everything was real.
Number 5, have you ever had a bad experience with snakes?
I went to my friend's house once because he kind of had a little hangout. And he said, you gotta see this, you gotta see this. So we all walked to his condo and he had this like 50-gallon container with this giant boa constrictor in there. And he's like, watch this, guys. And he tossed this live mouse in there. And then slowly the snake just went around it and curled around it, suffocated it.
My goodness.
Put its head over it. And just swallow the whole thing, and you could see it go down its whole body.
Like I said, my grandma built a house on the mountain. I also grew up on a mountain. so I saw snakes a lot. But like, there's like creeks that we would like go like for a walk towards, but it wouldn't be on anyone's property. It would just be like wilderness, basically. Snakes they love water. They love being near branches. And there was just a really close encounter. One time we were, yeah, can I stop?
We want you to pass this around. Do you also have a drawing?
Yeah.
We have a bunch of drawings.
Me and Ramon, we've drawn, we drawed it, and so we just want to see what they react to it.
Round 3. Rats. Who moved?
Everybody moved.
Oh my God.
Except for 3.
Okay, 5. Where did your fear of rats start?
My sister had a rat problem at her house, and she placed these little gooey green things around the kitchen. And the next night it caught one, and it stuck alive. And she calls me to go get it, and I go over her house and I look at it, I'm like, and it's going, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And that thing completely traumatized me. We had to call another friend to do it and get a shovel and put it in the trash can.
You're a really good storyteller, but you've also mentioned rats twice now. Because in the snakes, you mentioned a rat, and now you're mentioning a rat. So I'm starting to think maybe it's rats and not snakes.
Let's go to 6.
I watched this movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's this guy, Master Splinter, and it looks gross, and I don't like him. So.
Okay, let's go to 1. Why are you afraid of rats?
Rats? I just feel like they travel in packs and they're like really gross because they like.
Oh my gosh, watch out.
Gross, they're like that's about me.
All right.
My sister has pet rats, and she's always had pet rats.
Always.
And there was one time, well, she just like let them out of a cage and just like let them roam around the house all the time. She stepped on one and killed it. And I was there when it happened.
You were happy about that.
And no, that caused it because they were pooping everywhere and they were just all over the place. And I was like always afraid for myself to step on one and kill one. So I just.
Okay. Number 3, how did your fear of rats start?
When I was a kid, my parents made me watch, I think, the first or second Fast and Furious movie. And I don't know if you guys remember this scene where they put a bucket on this guy's stomach and then they put it on fire. And I was like, oh wow, I am 7 years old. This seems kind of
Traumatizing?
Rats are not our friends.
We have this place that's like right on top of the beach, and so there's like lots of like rats that like come in, and we called the landlord and we're like, hey, can you like get rid of these things? And the landlord was like, that's not my problem.
Round 4.
Cats and dogs. All right, number 6.
I came from the Philippines, so the thing was, I was in 5th grade that time. I was playing basketball. I was bitten by a dog. And then in the Philippines, not all dogs and cats are vaccinated. So I went to the hospital. I had anti-rabies shot. And when I had an anti-rabies shot, during that time, I saw someone, because it's not free in the Philippines. You have to pay. And I saw someone who has no money to pay for the anti-rabies shot. And after I came back, I found out that that person died because he was not vaccinated because he doesn't have money.
This was the first story he told us? Like, he didn't mention a movie or
That's the most realistic story you have told so far.
He convinced me, guys. I think I have a fear of dogs now.
End the round. Wow, okay.
That's like the most convincing story so far, so
I'm sorry about that.
I'm getting a little convicted here.
Number 5.
I have to stay away from them because they have fur and I'm severely allergic to all fur and all animals.
Yeah.
Number 2, how do you feel about dog parks?
Well, dogs are there.
All right, number 3. Are you afraid of that kind of dog?
That's a puppy. I can probably crush it.
So you're not scared of them?
No one's saying I'm not, but I think I can probably win a fight between a puppy and me.
I don't think it's 3. I don't think it's 2. I don't think it's 5.
Did we ask 1 yet?
No.
Not yet.
1.
All right. Yeah.
Why are you afraid of cats and dogs?
So I don't really know how to pinpoint it. It's kind of a fear I've been sort of ashamed of for a while because I mean, you know, it's not a popular fear or it's an unpopular fear. But I never grew up with pets. So I think that could be a part of it. My brother was allergic, so I'm not used to being around them. And so the first time I encountered a dog, it was just like jumping all over me and like, I don't know, I felt like it's, you know, it would like kind of try to, I don't think it was actually biting me, but it felt like it was. And the owner was like, no, they're love bites.
Round 5. heights. Let's start with one on this one. Number one, where did your fear of heights start and why are you scared of it?
I don't know where it started. I'm just afraid of heights. I've tried to work on it by taking rock climbing classes. So I feel like that kind of helps me because it does suck to be afraid of heights. Like I want to do things with friends and go on hikes, but I definitely have a limit.
I would say my fear of heights is my fear of just like big things falling. It's like kind of connected. Being on a bridge and it collapses and then you just fall into the water and you're dead.
This is a question for everyone. Raise your hands if you've been on an airplane.
That's a good question.
Windows closed.
Raise your hand if you love roller coasters.
Number 5, why are you scared of heights?
I went on this balloon ride at the safari park. It's actually attached to a cable, but it was 200 to 500 feet. And as soon as I stopped it at the top, I was feeling wow. Everything was just too much for my senses. And I just stayed in the center of it. And I said, can we go down now? And they're like, we just got up here. We have to stay up here for 20 minutes. So I just crouched like this and just prayed the entire time.
Round 6.
What do you dislike about spiders?
Everything about them. God, there's. Well, I don't know. They have like every time I think about spiders, I think about that one time I was a kid and I found like this white ball and I thought it was like a plaything or whatever and I squished it and spiders came out of it. It was a baby spider egg. Eggs.
So a lot of babies came out?
So, well, like I said before, I grew up on a mountain. Bugs are everywhere, spiders are everywhere. They're like in the shower, they're in my room, there's spiders all the time, everywhere, in the corners. So I am keep looking around to see if there's any.
Number 3, how do you react like when you get hit by a web that's like flying in the air?
Oh my God, I hate it because it's just, you can't take it off. It's like, is it here? Is it here?
Now that we went through all the rounds, we're gonna figure out what the panel decided on and see if we were right.
What the Sigma?
Time to guess.
So we're gonna start with round 1, which was mold. Chase, who do you think is afraid of mold?
I think based on the reactions, I'm gonna have to go with number 1 is scared of mold.
Okay, I agree with Chase. I think number 1 is scared of mold.
I also had 1, scared of mold.
I also had number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, round number 2, I picked contestant number 2.
Round number 2, I also picked number 2.
I think it's number 3.
You think number 3 has a fear of snakes?
I think so. I don't think he thinks he's scared of snakes either.
Number snakes, I think it's number 2.
Rat, round 3.
What do you think, Chase?
I think this is a process of elimination. I really love the story though, so I'm gonna have to go with number 5.
I think number 5 is scared of rats.
Well, you probably.
I also think 5 is scared of rats.
I know number 5 is scared of rats.
Oh, he knows.
Wow.
4th round was cats and dogs.
This guy had a really good story compared to all the other ones. So number 6, I think you're really terrified of dogs.
I am 110% convinced that number 6 genuinely has a dog phobia.
I think his fear of rabies has led into him being scared of anything that could hold rabies, although people can too, but I think it's number 6 as well.
Very logical.
Yeah.
Number 6.
5th round, heights.
All right, I have to say this one has to go to contestant number 3 because when he said legs, that's where I feel it too.
For heights? I think it's number 3.
I literally thought people were swapped. You are scared of heights. I also have you aside.
Heights, number 3.
The last round is spiders. Chase, what do you think?
I think we all know the answer to this.
Oh, we all know.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, so we've never seen a more emotional reaction from number 4 with anything except for spiders. And I think it's spiders.
Now let's go around and we're gonna say each thing and you guys are gonna step up.
Wait,
We agree with you.
Yes,
okay. If your fear was mold, go ahead and step forward.
What?
No! Mold? Yours was just cries, as my notes.
It's like a very emotional reaction. Like, literally the other day, like while I was cleaning the fridge, like I started like shaking. I can't, like, you know the Science Center in downtown LA? They have a mold room. Why?
Can the person with the snake fear please step forward? Wow, dude.
Rats, step forward, please.
Wait, no.
What? That story, guys. It's literal torture. They're torturing him with a rat. I know, but as a kid, imagine watching that, just being like, well, I think I prefer to die any other way, but that way. Because that was painful. And then the rat wasn't even getting in there.
Number 6, can you please step forward for the dog? I know it's you.
We
know
are
it's you. Just
confident.
step forward,
Cats
please.
and dogs, step forward.
At least we got something right.
Heights, can you please step forward?
No.
What?
I was right about my theories.
Who's actually scared of spider now? Please step forwards.
Wow. Okay, I put you for snakes.
I didn't really play it down that well. I thought you guys were gonna get it.
Yeah, she was pretty obvious.
All of us got one right.
We all got one right. We only guessed number 6 because it was the only story he gave that it wasn't a movie.
Yeah.
All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed that one.